Myanmar, also called Burma, is a Southeast Asian nation which has the second largest army in Southeast Asia. The country has endured an often vicious tug of war for power between the military and its civilian leadership since gaining independence from Britain in 1948. On 1st February, Myanmar's military launched a coup and seized control of the government, less than a decade after the nation began its transition to democracy. Following the military coup, Myanmar's elected leader Aungsansuukyi was arrested and other top figures from the ruling party were detained. But how did it get to this point? There are several theories, but the most plausible explanation for the coup seems to be that this was a personal power play by the commander-in-chief, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing. According to reports, Min Aung Hlaing was supposed to retire from the military imminently, and the coup seems to be a last-ditch attempt by him to hold on to political power. Suki was charged for illegally importing walkie-talkies by the military, violating Myanmar's natural disaster law. She was further charged with using illegal communication equipment and inciting fear and alarm. If found guilty, she could be imprisoned or prevented from participating in future elections. Following the coup, thousands of demonstrators have taken to Myanmar street to protest the military coup and brutal violence against civilians, demanding the release of Aung San Suu Kyi, a civilian political leader and Nobel Peace Prize winner who had been held in an undisclosed location since the coup. The movement quickly started to gain momentum, and it was not long before hundreds of thousands of people began taking part in the street protests. The military declared martial laws in areas around Yangon, the largest city, meaning protesters can be tried in military courts. Police have responded to the protests with force, including tear gas, beatings, and shooting protesters dead with live ammunition. More than 70 civilians have died, with some of the beatings and deaths captured on graphic videos streamed on social media. As protests continued across Myanmar, the videos of the brutal act against protesters have increased international outrage. The United Nations and other countries have condemned the coup but have failed to take any concrete actions. The US, however, imposes financial sanctions on the adult children of the military leader Min Aung Hlaing and 6 of their businesses. The European Union sanctions 11 people, including General Min Aung Hlaing, for the coup and repression of demonstrators. Justifying the coup, the military cited that it seized power because of the alleged fraud in November's general election. The military also said it will hold a free and fair election after the election commission has been reconstituted and the voter list have been investigated, but it did not specify when the elections would be held. It is hard to say what will come next, especially since there have been widespread disruption in internet and news access across the country. Now we can only hope that this coup doesn't last like the previous one.